Hey everybody, Jamie here, and what's behind me? Oh, this? Oh, yeah, I forgot to let you know that I've moved from Los Angeles, California to a small mountain town called Twisk, Washington to be with my boyfriend Ryan. So just expect Do It Girl to have a little bit different of a backdrop from here on out. Anyway, back to the crafting. I know that there's a lot of people out there who say, oh, I spent all this time and money on something that you could probably just buy for cheaper. Well, my answer is that there's something to be said for work that's 100% your own. Whether you want to find a creative way to upcycle, or you want to find a simple way to relax, or you just want to find a creative way to make something that's one of a kind. Well, today I'm going to show you how to do all three of those things at once. Get ready to make your own crafting beads from scratch. Let's do it, girl. Okay, so today I'm going to show you two different tutorials for homemade beads. First up are clay beads. You'll need clay, a toothpick, a baking sheet, string, and heat-resistant decorating material like acrylic paints or permanent markers. All right, let's get cray with some clay. Step one. The first step is to create your clay. Now, obviously, I recommend making it from scratch, and you can find a link at the end of this episode with a full tutorial on how to do it. In order to save time on this DIY, however, I'll be using clay that I already have. The next step is to shape and decorate your clay. As you shape your clay, make sure it's at least an inch thick for sturdiness. I made a variety of bead designs, from a ladybug to a heart-eyed emoji to a mini Rubik's Cube, just to show you a variety of shapes and ideas. Once your decorating is complete, finish off your look by piercing the middle of each piece of clay with your toothpick from one end to the other. You want your hole to be big enough for your jewelry string to pass through. Step 4. Now's the time to bake your clay. Toss your pieces onto a baking sheet, place them in the oven, and set the temperature to 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes. When finished, let your clay cool. Then all that's left to do is string them up into any accessory you like, from a necklace to a keychain. All right, now that you know how to play with clay, let's go ahead and play with paper. I don't know, does anything else rhyme with paper? Anyway, next up are paper beads. You'll need toothpicks, a ruler and writing utensils, scissors, craft glue or clear nail polish, a paintbrush, string, and colorful paper from cardstock to magazines. The first step is to prep your paper for cutting. Now, you want all of your strips to start wide and get thinner. So if you want to follow along with me, I want my strips to start at 1 inch wide and then taper off to a 1/2 inch wide. Flip your paper over and line up your ruler and writing utensil to the paper's edge. You'll then switch off marking out your wide and your thin measurements. For me, that means marking out 1 inch, then a 1/2 inch, then 1 inch, then a 1/2 inch, and so on across the edge of my magazine page. When finished, rotate your paper 180 degrees and mark again on the other side, only this time you'll start with the opposite width. For me, that means a 1/2 inch, then inch, a 1/2 inch, then inch, and so on. When finished, connect the lines from every wide marking on one side to the thin marking on the other. This technique allows you to create as many strips as possible on just one sheet of paper. Step 2. The next step is to cut out your strips for rolling using your scissors. Each strip creates one bead, so cut away as many strips as you like to create as many beads as you need for crafting. Step 3. Once you've collected your desired amount of strips, now's the time to wrap them around your toothpicks. Start by placing the wide end of your strip in the middle of your toothpick. Slowly and carefully rotate your pick, keeping your strip centered as you go. When you reach the end of your strip, your paper shape should look symmetrical on your toothpick. The last step is to solidify your strip by using your glue or clear nail polish. Using your paintbrush, apply your adhesive to the tail end of your strip before sticking it down in place. Then brush your adhesive all over the rest of your paper to solidify its shape. You can line your picks around the edge of a cup to dry, but it's more ideal to find a place that can store them vertically so your paper strips don't stick to one another or to your workstation. Once your strips have dried, use your fingers to slip each one off of your toothpick. And there you go, paper beads at your service. Bring them together with anything from embroidery floss to elastic string to create any type of jewelry you like. This is such a fun and versatile way of making beads. You can wrap your paper around a thicker tool like a pen in order to create a bigger bead hole for thicker string, or you can paint the beads to your preferred color, or you can change the strip width to create different sizes of beads. And there you go, 2 easy ways to make as many original, personalized beads as you need for crafting. What a beautiful thing! You can't beat it? There you go. What type of homemade beads did you create? Tweet me at Jamie Petito, Instagram me at HeyJamie, or let me know on my fan page on Facebook. If you wanted to make your clay from scratch like I mentioned earlier, click the video on your left to make your own clay fingerprint keychain. And if you want to know what to do with your beads now that you're done making them, click the video to your right in order to make your own beaded statement necklace. We did it, girl. I'm Jamie and you're on Gurl.com. Hey everybody, look, I got my own kitty cat that came with the house. Her name is Katie Cat. Not even kidding. That's her actual name. Katie Cat, everybody, Katie Cat. Okay, say goodbye, meow. Ugh.